this dude is an absolute marauder, high-level wrestler, and when he is at his suffocating best, punishing UFC fighters on the canvas, looks like he might be able to make a real concerted world title run, at least to me.
You know, not many guys can use that skill set almost singularly. We saw Khabib Nurmagomedov early in his career essentially just wrestle and dominate people. And that is the approach that this young man is taking. He is so good at getting in your face and making you work. You got to be preemptive. You cannot allow him to grab your leg. If you get your leg, you're going down. You got to be moving. You got to stay on your feet, because this guy, if you get your leg, it's like a dog on a bone, and it's that single leg, a thing of beauty.
And he basically guaranteed a finish here tonight. Certainly believes the takedown is going to be there, and we will not be surprised if he goes for one over.
But John, is that in the matchup, or is that in his belief in his skill set that he's going to finish this fight? Unreal.
DC, should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. I know you, as a high-level wrestler and Olympian yourself, are always curious to see guys who wrestled collegiately on this level now apply their trade in the UFC.
You know, you look at this guy and you think about his past, you think about his background, how he has been trained from his youth to be here. Even though he understood he wanted to be a mixed martial artist, his dad knew that he had to wrestle. And that wrestling took him through college, and it leads him to the UFC. That is why you see him approach fights the way that he does. It's been embedded in this kid. And if he can continue to evolve his entire mixed martial arts game to match his wrestling level, he's hell on wheels. He's shown that to this point.
And one thing he has focused on is being more active when he does get the fight to the ground. So perhaps we'll see an uptick in the ground and pound here tonight as this high-level wrestler gets back to work. With that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Mark the Hammer!
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, nice buzz in the arena as round one gets underway. Two outstanding wrestlers. Perhaps we'll see some striking if they can't realize success with the takedown.
And that's what happens a lot of times. Whenever you get a guy in there that can match your skills, you end up standing with him because the wrestling becomes so difficult to do. But these two are high-level wrestlers. These two are confident wrestlers. These two are both guys that feel like they can really impose themselves on their opponents. And when you become that guy, that grinding type of fighter, it's hard to switch up. I'm excited to see how this matchup plays out.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head.
He's got to start throwing down.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Coleman getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up.
Fight back! Fight back!
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these. Herb Dean steps in!
Holy smokes!
What a fight! Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 43 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Don the Predator frye.
Well, what a win